So at MagicCon Chicago, they've unveiled some of the cards that are coming out in the next Tarkir set. The first one is Stormscale Scion, a 6-mana dragon with flying, and other dragons you control get +1/+1, and has Storm. Storm, the mechanic that they said was broken, that wasn't coming back, but has now been in standard in multiple sets. Then we have Smile at Death, a 5-mana enchantment. That is a tie back to Alesha, who smiles at death. At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures. While this sounds really cool and probably be really good in Commander, not going to touch Standard because it raised the past. Then we have an Inevitable Defeat, a 4-mana Mardu instant, because we're going back to 3 color pairs. That can't be countered, and you exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Probably a little expensive, but I like the can't be countered. Then Barren Step Siege is 2 white-black enchantment that lets you either choose Abzan or Mardu. You could either at the beginning of your end step put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Both good in very different decks. Narset returns as Narset Jeskai Waymaster. Cost Jeskai, 3/4 human monk. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. This is going to be broken in some way. Whirlwind of Thought type stuff. Not only is Narset coming back, but so is Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant, 2-mana 2/2. When it enters, you may behold a dragon and then create a treasure token. And to behold a dragon, either choose a dragon you control or reveal a dragon card from your hand. There's probably going to be more stuff about this once the set completely unveils. And whenever a dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan. And until end of turn, he becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and gains flying. Shiko Paragon of the Way is 2 and Jeskai for a flying Vigilant Spirit Dragon. When it enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it, then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Free cast and risk study, why not? And the 2 big ones, Skirmish Rhino, a tie back to Siege Rhino, is an Abzan trample. When this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And another Mox Baby, Mox Jasper's 0-mana artifact that can add 1 mana of any color, but only if you control a dragon, which Sarkhan is a dragon, so it's possible to get this turned on as early as turn 3. Which card are you most excited for?